Good morning, Walker Valley, and welcome back to The Spill. My name is Jake Schulk.
And my name is Alana Gerhardt. Today, we've got a brand new episode of Music Review and Spooky Pixels.
And we'll be talking about gas prices, Culture Week, and prom. All that and more in today's episode of The Spill.
Alright guys, this is the game plan. We gotta do this as quickly as possible, that way we can go to the stable.
Alright, everybody listen up. We gotta get this Spill episode out, but we're gonna do it slow and steady. Quality over quantity. Nobody moves too fast, alright?
Okay, so here we go. I want you on the news desk, and I want you on the news desk. I want you to set up the audio. Got it?
Yeah!
Let's go!
It's alright, you click those buttons really slow. Listen, we get through this episode together, everybody gets Bucky Bumps. Yeah! Alright, quick! Yeah!
And we're live in 3,
2,
1.
action.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Spooky Pixels, where we cover things that give you spooks, frights, and keep you up at night. I'm your host Matthew Norris,
And I'm your co-host Aiden Phelps.
and today we're going to talk about the game that has you scavenging for scrap of any kind on different planets. That game is called Lethal Company. It's a new first-person horror game that actually has co-op in it, so not only you can play it by yourself, but you can also play it with your other friends. This game was developed by one person so far, whose name is Zeekers, and he released the game in early access pretty recently on October 23rd, 2023. And the game got really popular like almost overnight due to its proximity chat and its simple but effective gameplay.
That's right. This game doesn't have much within the game story-wise, but it does have some interesting gameplay features. So the main objective of this game is to go to different planets and salvage any type of metal that your crew can get their hands on and sell it to the company called, well, the company. Creative name, I know. However, it wouldn't be a horror game if it didn't exactly have any creatures that could harm the player. The game has a whole boatload of creatures such as snare fleas which stick to the ceiling and drop down to suffocate your player, coil heads that only move when you're not looking at them, sandworms which are just like the sandworms from Doom that come out of the ground and eat you, hoarding bugs that like to take your loot to a certain spot and get mad when you try to steal it back, and more. I mean, we even got nutcrackers with double-barreled shotguns, but luckily you can kill it to steal its gun. And you can also kill some of the other enemies as well, but some can only be stunned and don't take damage at all.
That's right. This game has about 8 different planets so far, as of right now, and they have different names. They're called Experimentation, Assurance, Vow, Offense, March, Rend, Dine, and Titan. The last 3, Rend, Dine, and Titan, are more of the more difficult planets, but they have better loot, but they have more rare enemies that can be found there. And when you go to these planets, you need to find scrap in order to meet a quota. This quota is set to very easy, but it gets harder over time. It multiplies every quota that you reach.
What do you like and not like about this game?
What I like about the game is just that, just the weapons that you can use to kill the monsters and everything. And what I dislike about the game is, like, there could be better graphics in the future.
What would you like to see from future updates?
What I would like to see in future updates would probably be more roads in the future, and just like for people to go on and explore more.
Well, I believe that's all the time we have for today on this episode. In short, well, in the end, Lethal Company is a very popular horror game that is currently released in early access, but it got way popular just overnight, which is kind of a common thing we're seeing now. Games that are just released in early access and they're better than more AAA games, which is kind of interesting. I've been your host Matthew Norris,
And I've been your co-host Aiden Phelps.
and we'll see you on another episode of Spooky Pixels.
On Friday, March 22nd, 2024, a video was released on the Prince and Princess of Wales YouTube channel, which is titled A Message from Catherine, the Princess of Wales. In the video, Kate Middleton says that she has cancer and is in the early stages of chemo treatment. The princess states that she is doing well, but the cancer diagnosis is a shock to her and everyone in the family. She has asked for time, space, and privacy for her and her family. Kate has said that right now she is not able to resume her royal duties and will continue her work when she's able to do so. She has thanked everyone for their support and kindness over the past few months as she has been recovering from her abdominal surgery.
Good news for all Tennessee drivers. Tennessee is officially ranked the 5th least expensive state for gas prices. The state average price dropped by 3 cents, making the new price for Tennessee $3.15 per gallon. However, those living in the Tennessee Valley are in luck. As of Monday, the new local average is $3.05. Compared to previous prices, this is definitely a step in the right direction. Make sure to utilize apps like Google Maps and Fuel Finder to make sure you're getting the best deal on gases.
Due to the severe weather conditions yesterday, large parts of Ohio and Kentucky were seriously damaged. Tornado watch was in play for parts of Kentucky and Tennessee through the night. Although no tornado hit the area, there were several thunderstorms throughout the night. Schools in the Bradley County area let out early to ensure the safety of the students and staff.
March Madness is coming to an end pretty soon. The Final Four have now been revealed. They are UConn, Purdue, Alabama, and NC State. Both UConn and Purdue are #1 seeds, which is a pretty big shocker because #1 seeds usually don't win it at all. If you made your brackets, I hope you have over 90% of your bracket correct. The amount of perfect brackets for both the women's and the men's teams are perfect, magnificent, 0. Something whose action isn't 0 is the 2024 Major League Baseball season. Here are their current standings. In the American League, the Yankees are ahead of the Orioles. In the American League Central, the Tigers are ahead of the Twins. In the American League West, the Texas Rangers are ahead of the Los Angeles Angels and the Seattle Mariners. In the National League East, the Braves are ahead of the Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. The National League Central has the Pittsburgh Pirates ahead of the Milwaukee Brewers. The National League West has the Los Angeles Dodgers ahead of the Arizona Diamondbacks. The 3 undefeated teams are Pittsburgh Pirates, Milwaukee Brewers, and Detroit Tigers. The 2 winless teams are Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. Never thought the Oakland A's would actually win a game. Now into Walker Valley Sports. All the games yesterday were canceled due to the weather. We try to get to those games as soon as possible. Thursday, the basketball team is a game against Cleveland High School at 4. Softball is a game versus Boyd Buchanan at 5:30. Lacrosse versus Signal Mountain at 6. Friday, soccer is a game versus Ray County JV at 5:30 and Varsity 7. That's all for sports today. Now back to the studio.
2024 Prom Tropical Paradise is quickly approaching. It will take place Saturday, April 13th at the Chattanooga Convention Center from 7:30 to 10:30. Tickets will be sold in the cafeteria during lunch April 8th through April 12th. Tickets will be sold at $50 each. Cash and card will be accepted. Seniors with an ACT score of 30 or above will get 2 free tickets, and seniors with an ACT score of 27 to 29 will get 1 free ticket. If you wish to bring someone from another school, you can pick up a date request form in the main office, fill it out, and return it. Your form must be signed for approval by Dr. Belt. You must have this form approved before you can purchase tickets. When your form is approved, it will be at the ticket table. If you purchase a ticket for your guests, you must enter prom at the same time.
The World Language Club is proud to present Culture Week once again. The club members, as well as a few of the Drumline members, kicked off the week by having a parade through the halls on Tuesday during MAP, which included flags representing many different cultures. Another segment of the week includes the cafeteria having a meal every day of the week representing a different culture. The week will conclude on April 6th with a cultural festival in Charleston at Hoyt-Berry Park from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you have a free few hours on Saturday, make sure to go out and show your support.
Next Monday, April 8th, we will have an abbreviated day because of the solar eclipse. School will let out at 11:15 a.m. Wear your special solar sunglasses to protect your eyes and enjoy the day off.
Good morning, Walker Valley, and welcome back to the Walker Valley weather. It seems to be the weather seems to be about around a higher 50s, lower 40s. Nashville a high of 55 and a low of 41. Knoxville a high of 57 and a low of 40. Cleveland a high of 58 and a low of 41. Chattanooga a high of 59 and a low of 42. Last but not least, we have Little Atlanta, a high of 61 and a low of 42. Now moving on to the weather radar. It seems quite clear and sunny skies for Cleveland and Chattanooga right now. However, in the northwest, northeast, it seems to be having a lot of heavier rains over there, but we don't need to worry about that. Now with the 3-day weather. Seems that for Wednesday, it's a high of 85 and a low of 41 with partly cloudy, sunny skies. Thursday will be a bit rainy with a high of 54 and a low of 36. And then we have Friday, which is a bit cloudy, no sun whatsoever, the high 55 and a low 35. Well, that's all for today's weather. I'm your host, Tatiana, and let's tune back in with the studio.
What does Ed Sheeran mean to you? Father?
Nothing. I love Shape of You.
Who am I here with today?
Christian Wilson. Matt Campos.
Vanessa.
Trey. Casey Wilson.
Aaron. Who am I here with?
Name is Sure.
Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah.
Ed Sheeran is a British singer-songwriter born on February 17, 1991 in the United Kingdom. When he was a little kid, he started playing guitar and started showing great musical promise.
Do you guys know who Ed Sheeran is?
Yeah. Yeah, it's my favorite song.
What is he to you?
I don't know. He sings songs.
He's a singer to me.
That's a normal reaction.
Ed Sheeran is the artist of the Burroughs Children's Youth.
Everything.
I mean, I can think of things. He's everything to me. He stands for everything for the redheaded people. Gives us, a future, hope, trust. So.
He was my top artist last year.
He has red hair. Yeah, he's a redhead.
She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman.
When Sheeran was 11 years old, he met Damien Rice backstage at one of his concerts. He then later found inspiration because Rice told Sheeran to write his own music, and he did just that. And do you know how many rubber ducks tall he is?
47.
20.
It's actually 17. You sure?
30?
I want to say 34, maybe.
Wrong! It's 17.
17?
Really?
Really?
I'm going to go with about, now are we talking small rubber ducks?
Standard 4-inch rubber duck.
Then he's at least 10 or so.
Band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands. And baby, I just wanna dance with my pretty little Galway girl.
That's all for today's episode of The Spill. My name is Alana Gerhart.
And my name is Jake Schalk. Have a whimsical Wednesday, Walker Valley.